And we are live at 5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond. How you guys doing out there in Piranha Pond land? I am your illustrious host, Kingfish Mac, joined as usual by the piranhas in the pond. My boy, Mr. Frankly Non-Flyer. How you
What it
doing,
do,
brother?
what it do, what it do. I am in the building from the floor to the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? About to get off into it. Having a great day, man. Having a great day.
That's right, that's right. And below us, keeping us in line and in order, is the lovely Miss Nick Mo. How you doing, babe?
Hey, what's up? From down south.
In the building.
In the building. What you guys got going on today?
This, man. Working this. Work. Giving it to the people. You know what I'm saying?
Today was a day. Today was a good day. I got to studying kind of early, so had a little time to sit down and had like 2 glasses of wine, and now I got this crown for the cast.
You know what
I'm
I'm
good
saying?
today.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Usually on Wednesdays my deadline. I'm like getting off with y'all, and I'm pushing it to like 11:59 midnight. But
Right.
right,
I be
because I'm
forgetting.
no, I'm normally pushing it to the minute. And
I be
so,
forgetting about the time change that she 2 hours ahead of us.
all right, we good. We good in the hood today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I've been really pretty much just chilling all day, man. Trying to half-ass relax, get my thoughts in order. Do some shit. Get ready for the podcast. We have subject tonight brought to us by our great executive producer, Miss Felicia Harris.
Shout out to Felicia. Executive
Mhm.
producing in the building.
And I wish Nick was here right now, but he'll catch up because I kind of wanted to term it for the fellas, but we're gonna get Nick Mo opinion on this too. Here we go. First for the fellas and then for Nick Mo. If your girl went to prison, would you hold her down in the same fashion that we be expecting them to hold us down? We get caught up for being out in these streets, trying to make it happen, and all them other excuses we give for why they should be looking out for us.
Caught up in that street life.
Okay.
Holler at me, Frank.
So for me personally, I would try my damnedest, man. Like I ain't just gonna leave her hanging. But I mean, when it get too hot in the pot, nigga, your boy got to get to gotten, nigga. Nah, but really, it depends on the situation, man. Like if it was my wife and shit, like if it was my wife and she went down on some shit, that I knew about and all this other shit and we was into, but for sure, man, that's how that's gonna go. But for some random broad that I just know perhaps maybe just be humping on, nah. So I guess it all depends on the position of the broad.
Okay, so let's flip it a little. Let's put a couple of conditions on it, right? Let's paint this picture.
Yes, sir.
So, you just get out, right? You've been out a year, right? You just walked off 4 or 5 years, whatever, right? So you get out. You've been out a year on parole, dealing with them fucking people and shit, man, and all the bullshit that that they hit us with. And now you're off parole, still struggling, and you meet Lil Baby, right? At the liquor store, right? She pulls up in C230 on your ass and shit, right? You know what I'm saying? And be eyeballing you while you trying to buy your double shot of Paul Masson, right?
Right.
She buying a big bottle or something. She looking at you, and then gets at you in the liquor store, just like you would get at, you know what I'm saying, cute little chick or whatever if you was balling.
My kind of woman.
And turns out she's balling. She's doing her shit in these streets, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for 6 months, right? You know,
Yeah.
y'all rolling. She digging you, you digging her. And, you know, she affording this relationship the way that a nigga would be doing if he was balling in the streets and, you know, met a, you know, cute little fly chick that really didn't have nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she affording you, you know what I'm saying, dressing you, gifting you, you know what I'm saying, taking you out, fucking, you know what I'm saying, housing
PlayStation
you
5.
rooms, you know, all the shit that, you know what I'm saying, all the shit that comes along with, you know, this disposable income that she got going on. And then the feds run up in her shit. Not your shit, her shit.
Her shit, right.
Gaffle her up, you get the call from jail. Babe, I'm in jail. And not only do I need you to be there emotionally for me, but I got a few things out in the streets that I need to get finished up and shit, man. I need you, you know, call Lucinda, you know, tell her that her girl is gone, you know what I'm saying, but that you're going to need that bread, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. And, you know, now she got to go walk off a nickel.
Yeah, I'm in. Nigga, I'm gonna take up the empire, nigga. I'm gonna collect all the dough, nigga. I'm making sure whatever she was on, we gonna still be on for 5 years while she gone. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure she got everything she got going on, everything she need. Cause when she get back on these streets, we gonna run these dang things again. You know what I'm saying?
So
what I do.
Let me ask this question.
Because if she got it like Ben's got it,
because you know, like you said, you already gave your stipulations on, you know, on who you would be down with, and like you said, this is something that y'all both were in, or you knew about it. You definitely, you know, need a little bit of ride or die. Is it? Does a situation ever arise to where you give each other like a hard pass? And I guess I say this like, you know, I don't know. I've never been in jail and I've never dated anyone that was in jail, but Keith, you served some time before. So in reference to that, like, but Frank, from your perspective too, like, what's too long of a burden to act? Like, is
well, my man
5
said
years
5.
the threshold, or is it like if you knew you was gonna be doing like a hard 10 or 15,
I
would you
wouldn't
be
even
like?
ask, nigga. I wouldn't even ask. I wouldn't even bother nobody with no
So there
bullshit like
is
that.
a threshold to where you be like, you know what? I don't even know if I can do it. So I don't
No,
even know
yeah,
if I
for
want to ask
me,
you to
of
do it.
course.
Right.
Yeah, for
Right.
me, because I wouldn't give you nothing that I wouldn't take from you. So, period.
Right.
You know what
Now
I'm
let me
saying?
ask you this. What if you was dealing with, like, for all intents purposes, a green girl? Someone that was like, she, you know, you was out her norm or however, and you know, but you really, she really do love you, and you really do love her, and y'all really do care about each other. But if you knew that she wasn't built for that life, would you, for all intents purposes, in the relationship?
No,
Would
I
you,
think if I knew she wasn't built for the penitentiary life,
yeah, like if you knew she wasn't built up to like,
and she got caught up in some shit with me,
like, it would be like, no, I'm saying like you knew that, say you going in, it would just be more detrimental to her well-being than like she wasn't strong enough in the mind for it, but you knew that, or you know that already.
Yeah, see, I'm the type of cat that I don't press no issues on nobody in those types of situations. I just as soon do it by myself. But if you go beg and plead to be there, then I'm gonna let you be. But at the
Right.
end of the day, I went in that bitch by myself. I know how to hustle, nigga. And I'm a fucking hustler. So I ain't gonna be back. I ain't gonna even trip that shit like that, you know. And
All right.
if she does stay down, we do stay in touch, it's cool. But if not, then shit.
All
On
right.
to the next one. You know, I got time to do.
Keith, you quiet over there because I know you getting stuff together. Technical difficulties be, but you need to answer this question, homeboy.
So, my answer is yes, right? Yes, I'm gonna hold her down, but not for the reason that you think, right? So, you kind of think of it as a loyalty question, right? A commitment issue, right? Your commitment to the other person versus, you having an easier or harder time out on the streets without the person, right? Mm-hmm. From that point of view, I can understand, having a hard choice. Somebody on the streets having a hard choice to stick with somebody in the joint. But I also know that it's not really a question of it's not really a question of your commitment to that person. It's a question of your commitment to what the relationship was at the time. And at the time that you got in the relationship and was enjoying the fruits of whatever it was that this nigga was doing or this chick, right? You had to have implicit understanding of some of the consequences, most of the consequences. First and foremost, you could be locked up. And you have to take that into consideration if you have any kind of brain in your head, right? You're around this shit, you're enjoying the fruits of it. At the very least, you could be looking at a conspiracy. Mm-hmm. So if you looked at that and you said it was worth all this shit, on parole. Right? All this shit was worth you putting yourself in jeopardy, right? To go to jail. Then when it comes time for me to be the one to go to jail, then you get a lighter sentence, right? You doing jail too on the streets. Now, it don't mean that your life stops because you still got to maintain shit. You still got to pay rent. You still got to take care of your kid or, function, in whatever world it is that you function in. You square up and go back and get a job, or if you fucking stay in the game and fucking live off my name and reputation or whatever the fuck, right? You still have to deal with that. And what you also have to deal with is you got a dude, or in my case, I got a girl, and my girl is just not here. She's sick right now. She in the hospital. She out of town. She out on a fucking job out of the country. What would be the difference? What would be my stay down if any of those things were true, right? Right. So I look at it a little differently, right? Mm-hmm. But I also look at it from the point of view of the nigga being in jail because, number one, I've been that nigga who has consistently had some chick in my life enjoying the fruits of whatever I was doing that we didn't have to ask for no help. And when it was time for your ass to do the hard work, it was fuck that, I'll go find another nigga and make it easier. This shit is too hard for me. Or whatever the scenario is that make your ass not stick like glue. So when I say, but mind you, I understand, but my understanding is that you may have been in a scenario where a chick or a dude don't stay down. Then that means that you bit off more than you could chew. And I will give you the benefit of the doubt by assuming that you thought you would be able to stay down and it just became too rough for you and you couldn't, right? You failed at your mission. That's how I'm gonna look at it, right? Mm-hmm. As opposed to you just saying, fuck me, right? That I didn't really matter. It was more about the shit. So I choose to look at it that way. But because I know that the vast majority of chicks in that situation are gonna fail their dude, mm-hmm. When and if ever, and I have been put in this same situation where chicks that I'm fucking with on whatever level got gaffled on some shoplifting shit or whatever the fuck, right? And guess what? Not because I give a damn about being this loyal nigga or none of that shit, but I go get your daughter. You know what I'm saying? From your relatives who don't know what the fuck is going on. Because guess what? Your daughter is with me every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So just because you got to go walk off 60 days or whatever the fuck it is, at the end of shit, at the beginning of this, look, man, I got your kid. I got the spot. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? What do you need? And ride that shit out as rough as it is out there for me. Not because I want to be some shining motherfucker that I'm not looking to be papoose, right? What I am looking to be is different than all them bitches that let me down. I gotta be better than them. I gotta be better than them. Even if I don't expect another chick in my life to ever have my back like that, if I have no faith whatsoever in a woman's ability in 2021 to ride it out with a nigga like me that go walk off 4 or 5 years, doesn't stop me from wanting to be a better motherfucker than I think she is. So I'm gonna ride it out, period.
Right. Right.
So,
here, goddammit.
I think that, again, there's a lot of factors involved. You bring up a very good point. There's all kinds of reasons why we stay with a person. And like you said, it could very well be, let's shift the angle. Let's put this situation in this light and see how it goes. From that point of view, then you're right. There's people that you hold it down for less. So again, I think it's the person. I think it definitely depends on the situation. If again, I think you somebody who was just, maybe in the phase of a relationship, or, y'all wasn't all that yet, but whatever and stuff like that. Maybe it was, if it was easier for both y'all to walk away from, then that's fine. But again, I guess if you're looking at it, like if you are in something committed, if you have been, more or less there and stuff like that. I mean, let's just be real. People say for people over situations. You may be with somebody and they're married. What's the fucking difference in the situation and them being in jail and them not being with you every fucking day? So again, I think you have to ask. You have to ask, how down are you? How down is your situation? Is it worth it? Again, have y'all had the hard talk? Have y'all had to, have y'all had to, like, look, I don't really want you to wait it out. I don't want to hold you up on life like that, and stuff like that. I'm good with you, living and stuff like that. Hey, if I get out, if we still, you still may be available or in the mental space and you still feel the same way you feel about me, then maybe we can think about, looking at doing something again. But again, I think it's the two individuals involved. I think it's, it's definitely, it's going to be the circumstances. But yes, I think that in some situations, then yeah, I think hey, you should be able to try to hold it down. Yeah, I definitely think it depends on how much time is being served, because you doing 25. I don't know if I'm ready to give up 25 years of my life like that. I just think that some things are just, let's just be fair and realistic about them, and stuff like that.
Here, let me. So here's what I say, right? It's really about, you kind of famous for saying that, some people just really ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people bite off more than they can chew, right? So to use somebody here, I'll use Heather, right? Heather right here, right? So here's what I mean by built for versus simply trying to manage some shit. So Heather is like a niece to me, right? Frank know Heather and Nick know Heather, but he probably don't remember. But Heather's like my niece, right? Love her to death and shit, right? And the thing is, Heather is married. Heather is married to my nigga Manson, right? It's my guy. Exactly. Heather is also friends with, that same chick that I was telling you about who went to jail, and I was taking care of her kid and, spot made sure she would get evicted, all the shit, right? Now it's time for me to go to jail. Not only do I go to jail, but Heather's husband go to jail at the same time as me, right? We in jail together, right? And we both decide, fuck this, man. We're just gonna go walk off these days, whatever it is, right? The chick that I had did all that good for, she didn't last no time, right? Within a year, not only has she moved on, you know what I'm saying, but did a couple of little, shady little moves and shit. Had me looking at Heather crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy as shit, right? Heather not only stayed down for her husband the whole fucking time, she walked my term off with me too. Remember when I told you that I walked off that term and I was prepared for everything? Well, I didn't do all that by myself. Somebody was out there managing my money, sending my shit to me, making sure. It was Heather. It's not my woman. It's my niece. But this is what she built for. She bought that life for real, for real. Mm-hmm. And the chick that I was fucking with, although she was a gangster, right? Beating bitches up in the street and all that shit, right? Going to jail herself. She wasn't really about that life. She had no fucking glue.
No stick at all.
Right? Like, I know that because I have a different expectation, you know, for the chicks that, you know, enjoy all the fucking flashy shit with me when I'm out here breaking the fucking law. I expect your ass to go through a little bit of trauma with me. I don't expect you to fucking go to jail too. I ain't asking you to walk off no cake, ride no beefs for me, none of that shit, right? But damn, I'm not even asking you to stop your life. But just take care of what you know you're supposed to be taking care of when it comes down to us. And if you're not designed for that shit, then don't fucking be sipping from this motherfucking well when it's all good. Secondly, to another thing that you had said, Shell, you started writing it down. I didn't want to forget. You asked Frank, is there ever a time where, you know, look at a chick that's kind of green or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you kind of spare her. And I say, if you're worth any fucking thing, hell yes. You know what I'm saying? And I can think of, you know, a couple of different occasions, but one occasion in specific that continued to happen over my life where I had to make hard choices about, you know, a woman that, for all intents and purposes, you know, shit, she was her. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I had to choose, you know, my life and my lifestyle because not only did I didn't feel she couldn't deal with it. Like her green couldn't turn to red or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like she can, you know, shave the edges off that square and become a little round and shit, right? There's no problem with that. And I think that was what worried me more than anything else. That this was a girl who was pretty fucking wholesome. You know what I'm saying? And fucking with me would have caused her to be utilizing whatever skills she had over in my arena. You know what I'm saying? So now, instead of somebody that's telling me get out the game, I got somebody that's going to be jumping on the fucking plane with Louis bags full of money. And can I do that to her? Can I steer her off this fucking path? Or do I just say, fuck it, and wait? Because, you know, I'm always thinking I'm going to be done, right? Done is right around the corner. It just don't never get it. You know, tomorrow don't never come and shit, right? So niggas always on some, I got 3 months, 6 months in a year. Yeah, I'm tired of looking out for the police. Go settle down with Lil Baby. 50 years later, I'm still trying to settle down with Lil Baby.
Right.
But yeah, so yeah, if you're a man that's worth your salt, you know, you'll get a girl out the way and shit, man. When you see some
like
danger,
I said, I don't need
whether she thinks she can deal with it or not. You know, if it's your game, then it's on you to make those kind of decisions. And sometimes you just got to sacrifice, man, what you want for what's best for the other person. And that's some real love shit. You know what I'm saying? Again, you got to be built for that. Because
like
nigga that's not built for that, he's gonna take advantage of all the advantages that come his way in every aspect. Because I've been that nigga too, right? I've been the nigga that, you know, see your ass and shit in the skating ring and, you know, see a little baby fat on you and shit. You 23 years old. You got fucking 3-year-old at the fucking house. You struggling on the county, ain't got no job and willing to put up with a little bit of shit because you're home. Your cousin is a big shot over in somebody else's neighborhood. Well, guess what? I got a sack. So starts off with, I'm at your house. Phone rings. Hey, yeah, man, I'm at my girl's house, man. Meet me down the street. Next week is, hey, man, I'm at my girl's house, man. Meet me downstairs. Next is, hey, man, I'm at my girl's house, number 4. Next is, baby, the home kitchen to come and pick up that thing that I left over there Give him that and get this from him. Next is the bars up on this motherfucker. Fuck your kids, your mama, your life, everybody. Let's get this fucking bread and move on until we can't. So I've been the nigga that, comes in and takes advantage of, a woman who's green in the game and, trying to be down, trying to show that she down, she with the business. And, I throw a few crumbs your way and shit, you know what I'm saying? But you don't never know no combinations to no safes or, you don't know who the plug is, shit like that. You
play your part.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting 1,000 a day out your house and feeding you dick.
AKA porn.
Best deal in the world for me, shit. So I'm saying that, you got to be, you got to come to a point in your life where you realize that the good has to outweigh all the fuck shit that you do in order to be able to make that kind of decision. Because if you're not, you're always going to err on the side of what's advantageous for you, opportunistic and some more shit,
You got to be a person of karma, man. You got to understand that there's a reason why we don't have no square planets, Jack.
I tell my young girls all the time, right? I'm surrounded by a bunch of 20 and 30-year-old girls that's with the business and shit, right? Like, hustle hard, get their shit, do whatever. And I always tell them, all of them, y'all love me. I'm your papa, I'm your dad, whoever, your uncle. Don't fuck with no nigga like me, ever. And let me tell you why. And then break down all the different ways that I would be looking at 27 years old or however old and shit, right? And you 23, younger than me, and I'm doing some shit. I got to fucking, I'm going to take advantage of all the opportunities, that get presented by you and your situation. Because you had a baby with another nigga, or you trying to make it in life, or you don't want to ask your mama and them for no fucking help. I know goddamn well that 555 ain't doing shit for your ass.
Right, you think that county is a business.
I'm going to come up in there with gifts and bottles, looking out for the kid. You know what I'm saying? But
pizza, McDonald's and shit.
Motherfucker, trust and believe. And if the ones come, you better not say my fucking name.
She probably ain't gonna even know my real name.
Before we lose, Nick Nash.
What it do? What it do? Mr. Nick Nash.
How you feeling about this topic, Nick?
Nick, the topic here it is. I'm gonna put it up for you, bad boy. If your girl went to prison, would you hold her down?
Is this screen froze?
It looked like he froze on us.
Because that's what I say, he's not even blinking. Blink if you okay, Nick.
Yeah, in second place. He in the second place right now. Somebody get a camera.
Right.
Yes.
Somebody flash my man out of there.
Got your ass under arrest over there, huh? You it.
Nigga. Yeah.
Oh man, drop my guy. He'll be back.
Yes, sir. He trying. He definitely trying. But yeah, same reasons, man. I'm a man of karma, man, and I'm not finna again give you nothing I ain't gonna ask for you. Fuck all that. I don't got that type of time to be wasting that type of energy.
Right. No, like I said, I do agree. I really think it depends on y'all situation and stuff like that. Again, I've never been put in that situation. I don't think it's a situation I would really want to be in. But again, if you do the crime, you have to do the time. And
got to do that time.
Like you said, if you out here reaping, if you was definitely good with the game while it was going on, and I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be down. Now, if it's something that you continuously voice about, like, look, bro, we need to do something different. I would like you to do something different. And if you was always that chick, then I wouldn't look for you to be trying to hold it down for him. And I don't think he would be looking for you too, because, you was constantly opposed to it in the first place. But again, like you said, Keith, if you out here reaping the benefits, you in Jamaica, you in Cabo, you in Aruba, you living it up like a golden and stuff like that. So, you and on top of that, you knew he wasn't working at Chevron 5 days a week doing plant work or whatever it is. You knew that. So what the answer's coming from? Anytime you needed something, he gave it to you. You never questioned where it came from. You in here pushing the 6. like you said, you could be looking at conspiracy, but you're looking at no time.
Right.
Yeah,
All
man,
you
try to
gotta
let you
do is
go.
stay down.
So
Try to let you go on
again, so
about your business.
I definitely think
Mhm.
it definitely depends on the situation. And I hate to say obligated because obligated is such a word. I get you, Felicia, on that. But yeah,
No,
in some cases,
that's the second part of the that's the
in,
second part of
in,
the
in,
conversation.
in
That's why I ain't put
some
it. That's
instances,
why I ain't put it up
like
yet.
yeah, you kind of have to have to look at it. And if you're not, I think you need to be honest, with the person and say that you are. You're not because I don't think it's fair for having someone thinking that you are and you're not.
So here's the second part of the question per Felicia. We got you, Rel. I put it up. You didn't see it.
I'm sorry, yes, everybody. We are getting the post. We are seeing them. We in real time. Yes, we definitely see y'all.
Everything's
We
in
just be
real
waiting
time,
on
baby.
people.
We got you, really, real.
So yeah, this was Felicia's question. So if for the guys, if a woman rides it out with you when you go down, do you stay with her after you get out, even if you don't like her? Right, you guys have grown different or whatever. And to compound that, are you obligated to stay with a person after they get out, especially if you met them while they were in?
I don't know. Explain that again. I'm not understanding the last point. You talking about the pen pal?
Right. Well, so
this 2-part question.
Right. So let's just say you meet a woman on whatever level, right? The first part is going on what we was both saying.
Oh, you obligated to stay, right?
Right. So are we out? We didn't rolled out this piece. We really didn't want to, but we both on some fucking morality shit. This is the right thing to do. This bitch is a fucking pain in the fucking pain in the neck. You know, you don't want to answer the phone, but you answer every fucking call, pay for them. Make sure she does her shit. Go to the store. Every package got all the amenities. Now your ass is out, and you just don't like her. She's not the same chick. She turned into better ass chick from walking off them couple of years in the feds.
But hold on, let me ask something. Did you not see that? I mean, I have to believe that there was signs with that because the way you described that situation, she answered the phone, but she really didn't want to. It seems like it was shit leading up to that. You knew that.
Right. But you went through the struggle, though. She made it through the struggle. She went through the whole shit.
Let's make it the woman, right, for you, Shell. So your dude went in. Y'all was thoroughly in love. You all the way behind the whole everything. You gonna ride this shit out with him. As you riding the shit out with him, he kind of turns into a different motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The nigga's always complaining, whining. He ain't the same nigga that you fell in love with, right? It's really kind of like a nuisance. And at this point, 4 years in, you're really just doing the shit because you obligated, because you feel a sense of obligation, and you a bigger woman than the fucking, just go with what you really feel. But now this nigga gets out. Do you stay, or do you be like, nigga, I did mine? And not only that, nigga, you was locked up way longer than I was with your ass doing good. Nigga, that little 8 months of flossing and shit cost me 4 years. What the fuck?
It would seem like if the person has changed, for one, I mean, let's disagree on that. Life is too short to be unhappy. We're gonna say that first of all. Now, if I held it down, I feel like I did my responsibility for holding it down because again, it might have been a situation to where I reaped the benefits from it, and stuff like that. And again, I have to question what's holding you down. Can I still like if the situation if I saw the situation was turning like that, could we more or less turn into something else? Like I'm still like I'm still down with you. I'm still handling everything you need me to handle for you. But we agree that we just ain't the same. We just ain't the same people anymore. But again, I want to. I'm still doing everything that you asked of me. It's more or less. I'm a great friend to you now. Could that be a situation that could arise out of that you just gained a loyal friend? Like,
I mean, again, yeah, like Terrell said, my boy Rel said, man, it all depends on the dude. It all depends on the dude, man. If he was gaming from day one, then that ain't
and
gonna
what if
matter.
I was real with it? What if I had every intention
Right.
of
That's
doing
what I was.
so?
That's what I
But
was
then I
gonna say.
met somebody and I really, really do like him, but it doesn't still mean that I don't want to do what's right by you. I still want to handle your business for you. I'm still there. I'm still, I'm still handling stuff because I know because you put like handling stuff on the street as a part of this scenario. So what if I'm still doing all that, but I don't want to be tied to a relationship like that anymore?
I
Is that
I I, I would appreciate it, goddamn it, because I'm appreciative of all the help that I get. But I mean, again, it depends on the dude. I like friends. Friends are cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, could that be a scenario that might possibly happen? I mean, you
Good. I'll be with it. Shit.
I mean,
Good
internet is
looking.
internet anywhere. You may have somebody else might have reached out to you while you was in jail, and hell, that
And,
shit might be popping out on the low.
and I
I
get
don't
to
know about.
and I get to get
So
out and
I'm
slut
just saying
around
that
too. Oh
I,
yeah.
I just think in a situation like that, I think if everyone is trying to be honest with each other about what's clear and what is not, then you might be able to
Again,
work with it. But if I'm
I'm with
finding
that.
somebody that I really like. You kind of feeling somebody on the slick who maybe come see her brother every week and
I'm
she's
gonna get out and
giving
slut
you eyes
around.
too.
I'm gonna get out
Let's
of
be
jail
honest about it.
after 4 years and slut around. And I'm probably buy you some roses. Maybe take you to dinner in appreciation for looking out. We have a cool conversation, and I'm slutting around, slutting around, slutting around, slutting around, slutting around.
Yeah,
That's me.
I'm probably going
Yeah,
because
am I
the
serious?
scenario because
Serious about
because
what, Terrell? I would assume that you're talking about me in this situation. Like about this whole scenario, like if it's something that could be, I don't know. I'm just saying that okay, because I was gonna say I've
I
never been in this
would have
scenario, so
loved
I'm
it.
just thinking about all the things that could or might happen while you doing it.
so what I was
I
saying is
would
that
appreciate it.
if I'm the nigga that's taking care of a chick, right, and we ride it out, and for whatever reasons, um, she gets out and I don't like her ass no more, then shit, I fulfill my obligation and we're gonna have that conversation, right? If it's reversed and like Rel was saying, it depends on, if a nigga was gaming, like the chick was doing, having the bread or whatever. And I got with
Hmm.
her because I was getting, was gaming her or whatever and shit, right? Now she got out, do I feel like I need to try to make it work? Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just on the strength. Now, if it don't, then it don't, because I'm always trying to erase that time that we got put on timeout.
Okay.
Right. If I stay down all that time and shit, now I'm home, then it's okay. Let's continue our journey. You know what I'm saying? That
Hmm.
was just one of the paths. I had to take it, one route. You had to go the other route. We was always able to see one another, and we, came back together. Now let's go forward. If we can't go forward because we grew apart or whatever, which happens, then it just is what it is. In terms of, me being locked up and then getting out because a chick that took care of me, right? Um, it's kind of crazy, right? Because of where I am right now in my life versus where, I've been for the last 40 years, right? So old me, what I'm saying, would be on some shit like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I would do whatever I want to do. If I don't like you, what I'm saying? Good looking and keep it pushing and don't be fucking stalking me. But this me would always look for the value, right? You know what I'm saying? I would look at all the value that you brought to the relationship when I was at my lowest, especially if you got with me while I was down, right? If I was at, I ain't have fuck to offer you, but you were willing to listen to what I had to say, and it impressed you enough to keep coming back, that you want to try to build something with me once I got there. It's my obligation to try to build with you when I get there. You know what I'm saying? Or else I can expect some fucked up karma. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly
now,
what I did with my wife.
Gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But I got to give it an opportunity to work out once I get there. Just because, you was, some nagging ass chick or whatever and shit, right? Some chick that I was gaming or whatever, however it started, right? For that period of time that I needed you, you was there. Don't matter that I was looking for somebody to be there. You was there. You feel what I'm saying? And so I got to reward your presence with mine. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that. Now, it don't mean that shit gonna work out. I might get out and you could just be the sloppiest bitch on the fucking planet. You know what I'm saying? Your feet stink. I don't know. Whatever the fuck, right? You don't take care of your kids. Or you just have trifling ass shit about you that I just can't fuck with. Well, then I can't fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always give you the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to be the best you that you can be with me. Especially if you gave me the opportunity to, to promise you. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't doing shit for you when I'm in jail, but fucking you behind the goddamn soda machine, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, man, you ain't getting fucked for me, but conversation. Promises of a better tomorrow. That's what you invested in, right? Whatever's going on with you today is unsatisfying enough that you're willing to put a bet on me in the future.
But you know what? We've tackled this question from the standpoint of that it could have been something in reference to like being in the game. What if it just wasn't like that? What if what if, from a woman's point of view, like what if your dude turned out to be Son of Sam? And he was a serial killer, or he was out here raping people, and now he got life. And stuff like that. Same scenario. What if your girl was out here like she was a psychopath? Then
that's a negative.
She was out here slitting people's throats on her morning run through Central Park.
Yeah, then it becomes a morality question as to what is acceptable to you, right? In the case scenario where it was a drug dealer, you was getting money or whatever, you was aware of what was going on.
Right.
You was aware of what the person was doing, and you accepted that. It was a tacit acceptance because you kept coming around, right? In a scenario where this bitch is out, killing tricks, posing as a prostitute and killing tricks on the fucking track and some shit like that, right? And then I find out about that, I'm gonna fall like every fucking body else. Hell no, you don't get my support. You crazy bitch.
She come home like she been at work every motherfucking for 8 hours.
But now watch this. Watch this.
Fuck no.
If we got together and she said, man, I can't stand these motherfucking tricks. They be raping whores and this, that, and the third. And we need to kill these motherfuckers. And I'm like, I'm with it. And we killing tricks. And she get caught. Right? And I don't. If she ride and she don't tell on me, yeah, I'm gonna send her ass $120 a month. Don't trip.
Yeah, make sure she's straight. Right. But that's only because she made sure you straight by not telling, nigga. You gotta do that. You got it because y'all was crimees, nigga. You can't fuck that. You take care of them like they kids. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was both in it, nigga. Y'all was both in it, and she allowed you to get away. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pay that back. Other than that, you being there right there with her. Fuck that. Fuck that.
Felicia saying Sam, not even a son, just a Sam.
Right. Hey, but if I didn't know and we wasn't in it together, nigga, I'm falling out like a nigga on a bungee cord, nigga.
Right. Like, hey, I ain't know. Look, in that scenario, I don't know. This bitch turned out to be a fucking the Grim Sleeper Red or some shit like that.
Right, whatever she turned out to be.
I'm on every fucking broadcast. I'm on The View. I'm on 60 Minutes.
That part for sure.
Nigga, I'm
But
kicking it with
I'm not
Charlamagne
going
and
to no court
Angelique.
dates and
I'm
support,
like,
nigga.
man, I didn't know, man. The bitch was planning on killing me, man. I didn't know.
Nigga,
I was
right.
the luckiest one. I was her 50th victim, and
I'm
yeah,
doing
we gonna
all
be
the
all
press.
that.
I'm
We gonna
doing
then
all the
when you
monetize
press.
my
said
presence.
though, what if
We
she?
gonna
Right.
monetize
I
my
like the way
presence
you
off
put
that
that spin
bullshit.
on it. You was
Take
just like, but
take
you know what?
all the movie
We can't
deals,
stand tricks. So what we gonna do
all
is
the
we
book
gonna kill
deals.
all the tricks. What?
Yeah, if that's what we own, that's what we own. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get them. Kill that trick. Kill that trick.
You gonna be?
Kill that trick. I mean, you
That was the
know,
scenario you was
it's
gonna be
hard out here
down
for a
with.
pimp,
Like,
nigga.
we gonna kill all the tricks. Like,
When these
what?
niggas only paying 50 cents, you got to
No,
take
I'm
them.
saying the nigga might have had a bad experience with tricks. I don't know. Shit, whatever.
But that's
Nigga
who
be
they
like,
was
you
gunning
right,
for,
man.
right?
Tricks are for kids. You know, some
But
shit.
that's
I
who
don't
they
know.
was gunning for, right? But no, I just think it takes it back to that question that we've been dealing with all these different type of relationship issues about, like when is it acceptable and when is okay, do you know when you reach your threshold to walk away?
Really, it's all about where your loyalties lie.
Because even if you start off holding it down for somebody and it ain't working for you, like your mental and emotional state ain't well, I think you obligated to say this is not really working for me, and stuff like that. And I just think that as with any relationship, I think a clear line of communication needs to be formed.
Pretty
But
much.
again, I would
Because
think that if you're in a relationship, so like you said, everything is always been acceptable and y'all were good with that. It looked like some talks would be in place already. Because like he said that he was like he set his life up so like if he got caught again, then he was ready for it. He ain't need nobody like that. And I just think that if we try to keep a clear line of communication and what like I said, if you're doing something that you feel like you can get caught in they doing and yes, you riding or die with that person, then yeah, y'all need to have some shit in place.
But at that point, it becomes a choice with you. You give them that opportunity to be like, nah, nigga, I'm cool on all that, nigga. I thought you was slanging lumber or something. I don't know. I didn't know you was. When you said you was slanging trees, nigga, I didn't know you meant those trees, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit, nigga. So
You said you was giving people better
at that
deals in
point,
life. Like I thought you was
right? At
doing
that point, you
coochie,
gotta.
not Gucci but coochie. Like yeah,
But
right.
if
I thought you was like
right, you know what I'm saying?
swap me or something like that. Like not.
Right. So I mean, you gotta give motherfucker an opportunity to be like, nah. Not only that though, you don't want anybody caught up in your bullshit, especially if it's some bullshit that could happen.
Relish, all you got to do is let me
You
know,
don't do
man.
that
I
to
can
people.
send you the link. I tried to send you the link that one time. You didn't jump on.
You know? Hey, the pine is
Be
open to
ready for the
everybody, brother.
coronavirus.
Come
It's open
on.
to everybody,
Hop
baby.
on in.
Parks and Rec around here.
You know what I'm saying? There's room in this motherfucker for everybody.
No parking fee. We don't got no parking fees, no boat fees.
Only 10 at a time, though. Only 10 at a time.
10 at a time.
But
Parks and
there's
Rec.
room in here for everybody. Goddamn it. Come in. Come on over. But yeah, though, it all depends on where your loyalties lie, man. And that's basically, person to person thing. I believe in karma again, so I'm pretty much do what I can do to make it right. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to ask something along those lines. Oh, I know what it is. So, let's say you meet somebody, right? Boy, girl, and y'all hit it off, right?
Mhm.
First conversation, the person says, oh yeah, well, I dance for a living. I'm a stripper, right? Woman or fucking man, right? Don't matter. So, legal occupation, you know what I'm saying? No harm, no foul and shit, right? For the guy, shake your shit, whatever the fuck, right? Get them girls money or whatever, make the mamas pay. Same thing for the nigga. Like, little mama, don't let me stand in front of you, doing, what you need to do to get your bread up. You're in a relationship for a year. Every night when your partner leaves and goes out, come back 4 in the morning, whatever, papered up. Year later, you happen to be on the internet and you're on Backpage and you see an ad for the escort shit, and it's your baby getting that money. What do you do?
First off, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm gonna clutch a pearl or two. We're gonna start with that. Then after all the bullshit subsides, I'm gonna be like, hold on, man. We can really funnel this into some motherfucking mathematics. You know what I'm saying? And try to make it do what it do at that point, because you're already doing what it do. I'm gonna try to add my equation on in there and jump in there and try to make it happen how I need to go, because she already doing it. Why even fuck around? What the fuck around? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I
I'll
think that
jump in.
You're
Jump in and try to
obligated
manage
to
the
have
situation.
that conversation and be like, baby girl or honey, is this what you really want to do? Like, you good with this? And I guess if they gonna be good with it, I guess if you still want to be there, you go in and look into the management aspect of it. Like, what you gonna do? You gonna be the muscle and the management, I guess, because at some point you're gonna need it. But
I think bigger.
But
movies.
I guess you have to be all right with it. I guess
we're gonna check your messenger, Relish.
I'm thinking,
if you can get over the fact that that's what they're doing, that they're being an escort, and that they're literally out here sleeping with people for money.
I'm thinking belly to belly adult entertainment. That's what I'm thinking. Big plans. Star. Nigga. That's what I see.
I'm not hanging around if I found out that
that's
my
like a
that's like a
godsend right there right now.
I'm not sticking around with that.
What if he told you?
That's a hard no for me.
What if he told you, babe, I was trying to tell you, but to look in your eyes when I told you that I was stripping and I just didn't want to lose you, but it's nothing different. It's just a job, babe. So
basically what you're saying is that it's one of those situations where you said I danced for him. I said, oh, you strip. And now you didn't want to tell me the truth. I need to know if you out here sleeping with people. For one, there's health risk involved with that. If I need to know if I'm gonna get a call at 3 o'clock in the morning to say your ass dead by the pier. It's because if you are gonna guess what? Because if you are gonna do it and I am gonna stay with you, then I need to protect you.
Oh, so you driving him to the dates and all?
I said if this is something that we talked about, and I'm going to make the decision to stay with you, then I need to be some type of management or some type of muscle involved.
Management.
You goddamn right.
Again, like I said,
this is a situation that I'm good with this, and I'm going to stay with you. Now, I'm not saying
I love the girls in my family, man.
I'm not. If I had to find out on Backpage like that, I'm not saying.
We're gonna talk about some management aspects around this bitch.
If you already doing it,
don't be coming in here trying to snuggle. Don't be coming in here trying to snuggle after work.
Right, you hit the shower, get a good night rest. We got some work to do tomorrow. God damn it, good game, nigga. Yeah.
I might need to understand if you tired. I might need to understand if you tired.
I'm gonna know the workload, so I'm gonna know you tired. Really, in the building. A young blue Piranha. What's happening, baby?
Welcome to the Piranha Pod.
What the business was, now it goes down. Now it goes down. You understand me? I've been watching a little bit. I've been watching. I ain't saying nothing. You understand me?
Hey, turn your phone to the side, real.
Interesting subject. You understand me? Say again.
Turn your phone
Turn your phone to the side. Landscape.
Oh, you want to see it?
Bam! There we go.
Bam!
There you
and
go.
he's in the building.
In the building, all the way.
Well, out there on some Nick shit.
Right.
Well, out there in the wilderness on our ass.
Real and Nick. Hey.
Oh shit.
What's up, Relish? What you doing with it, man? How you doing, baby boy?
Shit, drinking and smoking up.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Hey. Join the club. Join the
drinking
pod.
And smoking. I just got off work. You know what the business is? You understand me?
Come and release yourselves, your frustrations.
So, Relish, where you at? Where you at on the subject of the? Well, you jumped in because you was speaking up on the prison relationships, but we had jumped to your girl that you meet, start having a relationship with, tells you she's a stripper. A year later, you find out she escorting.
Well, it all depends on what frame of mind I'm in, Yeah, I mean, it depends on where I'm at. How old am I when this occurs?
Yesterday, years old.
Right, nigga.
Unreal.
Right. You just found out.
Unreal.
Yesterday.
Unreal. I'm going. I'm finna go. I'm going. Let's get this money.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's get this money.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes.
This what you into? This what you like?
Yes.
You want the penis in your life? Well, I'm finna introduce you to
said something. Right. You should have been said something. You should have been. We could have been getting this money. You
what do you want me to do?
That's what I said, man. Hey, at first I said I would clutch a couple pearls, my nigga. Then we finna go get this paper, nigga. We going to get this paper, bro. Let's go get that.
Oh my God.
We only having this conversation because we on live. You feel me? We online and shit. No. But you two individuals, y'all know
wholeheartedly.
It ain't no games to be played. You understand me? That was the question again. Y'all about to take me back.
Like I said, all I'm saying is that if you are established and we've made the decision that I'm actually good with that, then yeah, it's time to start.
If I made a decision, you feel me? That's on me. You feel me? That's on me. You feel me? If I want to, just go with that decision. It depends on, like I said, you feel me? What stage the individual person is in their life. You feel me? Because you have individuals that's not ready to grow up. They might say one thing and do another. Then you have, other dudes in other stages in life that, they are ready to grow up. You might find some young dudes, you might find some old dudes, but just like women, you feel me? It's like, man, you find what you find, you feel me?
But
and it's
guess
like,
what? What if you was all in love?
Pick
like
your pick.
This was
Take your pick.
One. And then you found out on Backpage, and you like, oh man, like let's say you was like literally 6 months away from buying a ring.
Okay.
I
see what you're saying.
My question.
No, wait, hold on. I got this. The last time it happened to me, I said this ain't the bitch for me. Did you hear me? I said the last time it happened to me, I said that was the bitch for me.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
The last time it happened.
Not the first time though, just the last time it happened.
The last time it happened, that just wasn't the right
bitch. Was a damn good
experience.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
Yes, and I moved on, and I'm still here today. How about that? I'm still here.
Shit, bro.
My nigga's
I don't need no bitch to survive.
Right here.
So you just politely
in the pond, nigga. Piranhas out the gag.
Now, hold on. Now, how do you deal with the aspect of?
Hey, don't ask no questions.
No. How do you deal with the aspect of your person that you're with is really, really popular, and it got to the fact that when y'all were going places, going on dates or whatnot, that he or she was getting a lot of recognition,
Let me say it again for you.
How do you deal with
Let me say it again for you.
It's easy. You feel me? I mean, wait. Hold on.
You gotta dispense with your feelings, baby.
Hold on.
Man.
Fuck that. Before you got to that restaurant, that movie theater, that bar, you knew that bitch was active. You knew in that area her name was ringing before you got there. There is no question about it. Either you was
made it that way,
or you was calling him a dog. One of the two. There is no middle. You was either like, oh my God, that's motherfucker right there.
Crazy.
You made it that way, homie.
Or you like, oh, this old scandalous ass nigga.
She wasn't that poppin' till you took over the reins.
Hey, but look, then they be like this.
With my plan though, bro, hey.
Look at it.
With my plan though, bro. With my plan though, she only got to be on screen for 2 more years. After that, we bringing in new talent. Bitch, you producing now. You know what I'm saying?
We done put the OnlyFans page together and everything.
We done moved on. We be on some other
hold on.
My nigga done put the OnlyFans together and everything.
Now this the flip side of it.
Yeah. Belly to belly and throw it in the table, nigga. We on.
Frank, this the flip side of it. How do you deal with the life after the lockup? And then this goes for the situation either. What if she's retired?
That's great. I mean, if I had nothing to do with it, if I met her after she was retired.
But you still going places and.
But I met her after she was retired.
People still walking up for autographs.
But she's retired.
She ex-porn star.
She's a superstar. She's a superstar.
I'm saying that's part of,
help make her that
that's part of her life.
Like
that's part of her life, and that's part of what comes with it.
She only got to be on camera for 2 years. She only got to be on camera.
My thing is this, right? My thing is this.
On some other shit.
My thing is this, and it's a pretty unpopular. It's a pretty popular opinion with niggas when they talking to them to other niggas, but not so much when you talking to your girl. So my position is, at this stage of the game, let me not influence what you do with your coochie, whatever that is, right? My only influence is your willingness or your desire to be a part of whatever it is that I got going on as a whole thing for us. So if you feel like, I'm not hitting it right, you got to go get that itch scratched somewhere else, go do your thing. We ain't got to talk about it and all that shit, right? But it's not going to be no fucking issue. If you are supposed to be a stripper, and I've accepted that in my life, right? And turns out you're a fucking porn star, escort, or whatever. My only thing is, why did you feel like you couldn't talk to me about that from the beginning? That would be my issue. Not so much the what, because the what I'm going to be able to get by. And if you're talking about some shit that she did in her past, like, she's an ex-porn star, right, or whatever, and still recognizable. She on some Mia Khalifa type of shit, right? And I'm her dude. Again, it's
you knew that going into it, so yeah.
Right, it's what comes along with the game and shit, right? If you didn't tell me about it and I find out about it, what chick that's still in her 20s or 30s that had 2 years in the game and turned that shit the fuck out, want to be telling the new nigga that she met and you in some whole other shit. You doing sports broadcasting or whatever. And you don't tell this nigga I used to fuck for money. You don't really tell him that. Kind of like, hope he don't find out, hope it's the right time. This nigga's gonna find out. The minute that he tell his home, nigga, I fuck with Mia Khalifa, nigga, she on sports. Niggas like, you talking about the porn star? Nigga, she can woo. So you gotta take along if you're really trying to fuck with her on that level. If you want some shit like, I'm being emotional and, I'm not really, wanting people to know.
Do you have the right to say that I'm not built for this life?
Of course.
Yeah, you always got that right. Why would you? It ain't like they hold you at gunpoint.
You're a human being.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got some niggas that's out there, on some gorilla shit, but that's just wasn't our circle. That we didn't socialize with niggas that was getting down like that. You feel me?
So you're more than free to do what the hell you want to do. You grow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Free
motherfucker. How does it affect our ego if the girl we claiming is popular?
Man, niggas like I'm a motherfucking man, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
How doesn't?
I'm in it to win it, goddammit. I don't know what y'all talking
So
about.
basically, you're saying if
If
you're
your
gonna
girl-
be,
if
you're
popping
gonna
like
be
that.
all in.
What
Okay,
did she
look,
say?
if
How
popping
does,
like
how
that.
does it affect our egos if the girl is popular?
Right. So say we in the hood, we doing our shit, right? And your girl, right, or we got a home girl, right? And the home girl is the home girl, right? She fuck with all of us on some smoking, drinking, kicking it type of shit, right?
Right.
And then
And
y'all
know everybody.
know everybody. And then y'all start fucking around. Now this is your girl, right? Like y'all in love doing your shit. We all know this your girl, but she still want to come hang on the block and fuck with all of us. Smoke, drink, out till 3 a.m. She feels safe. Ain't none of us trying to fuck her.
Right. Is she
She's
coming
a
home with
pocket-
me? If I'm not there, is she coming home to me?
Yeah, it's your girl.
I'm in love. I'm fucking in love, blood. I'm in love.
So look, right?
I'm fucking in love.
Saying. Hey, but listen, right? As long
Go
as
do
you
your
ain't fucking
thing and come on
nobody,
home. That's what you're
her
saying,
business.
Relish.
Yeah,
Man,
as long
go
as she
do
ain't
your
fucking
thing.
nobody, that's her
Man.
business.
Hey, wake me up when you get here. You want me to make you something to eat? You understand me? I made
Before
some
you
top
go,
ramen or
though,
something.
and don't be
Hey, look,
give me like
look.
yo.
I said that
Hey,
because
I've been on the block. Yeah, I mean, I've been a hustler. You understand me?
Look, I was describing the tight-eyed home girl that I used to fuck with.
Okay.
That's exactly how she was. Remember, she was the home girl. She fucked with all
Yeah.
y'all. Smoke, drink, kick it, out clubbing, partying. Come to my house at 3 o'clock in the morning, drunk as fuck.
Oh,
I gotta
shit.
take that shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
Yeah.
take that shit.
Yeah.
It is what it
She come home
is.
and get that
Hey.
dick. She come
Hey,
home and get that dick.
but you already know, talking about that
Get that
specific
dick.
individual, you feel me? We'll be the first one like, hey. Wow,
Fuck you
party
doing?
violation. You understand me?
Right.
So
Because that's my nigga's girl. She just
that
hanging out with us
depends
like
on
we
the
would
circle
hang
that
out
you
with.
run in.
Right.
So
Right.
basically, you saying that y'all were more or less, if she was gonna hang like that and she was that cool, y'all would more or less protect her and make sure she was good.
It
Yeah,
depends
'cause
on
these
what
is
she
my
was
niggas.
into. If she was into
Yeah.
shooting dice, drinking Hennessy, partying like we was, hell yeah, nigga, holding his gun,
You know what I'm saying? Right.
holding his
She probably
pistol.
out there pistoled up. Right.
She'll do that. She was with all that.
Absolutely.
Y'all
She out
already
there
know.
pistoled up.
Look,
Absolutely.
she'll probably
You gotta
pop before you
gotta
pop.
let people be people, man.
What's
You
up,
gotta
Nick
let
Nass?
people be people, man.
What's going on?
We're talking about a bunch of shit right now. We're talking about this, right? We'll bring you in on the this back part. So you meet a chick, right? And y'all, first, second, third date, whatever, you kind of like her. Then she says, "Look, babe, I got something to tell you." And she says, "I dance for a living, right?" And you're like, "What? You strip?" She's like, "Yeah, I work in the club." We'll be like, "All right, baby. I understand. Shit, get your money. You ain't doing shit. You ain't, taking your titties out and putting them on the fucking glass, whatever, right? It's all good." 6 months, she bringing that bread home every night, leaving 11 o'clock at night, coming in 4:30 in the morning, papered up, right? You go on Backpage 6 months later and looking at some shit, and you see escort your girl. She going to get it. She told you she was stripping. What do you do?
Keep it pushing.
What's that mean? Keep it pushing.
I'm saying do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Because look, that was like the early part of our lives right there. That's the early part of our lives. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
Allegedly,
Again.
man. What is
So
wrong
look,
with this nigga?
Again.
Man, my
Superstar,
cheese and
nigga.
shit
So,
be watching.
Nick.
What's wrong with you, man?
So Nick,
Look,
I said that if you're gonna make the decision that you're gonna stay and you're gonna be good with it, then you might want to go ahead and help out with the management aspect.
Her and Felicia, they went right to the pimping, my nigga. Right to the pimping on the nigga. Right? That's for real, for real.
But
She
the
might,
thing is,
let's turn the money into
Her,
dividends.
Felicia, and Keena. Talking about some fucking management opportunities.
Yeah, they all
but the thing
did.
is, Mac,
It's
so
in the blood, nigga.
look.
It's
So
in the blood.
Look, like you try to pull one of my moves. Let's just be all the way Frank nine fly, right? So we used to
Right,
pack.
see? What the fuck?
Allegedly, nigga, allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly, goddamn it.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, look, I'm taking all the amateur
This
strippers.
nigga come right in and blow this whole fucking pond up.
Look, I'm taking to the amateur nights.
Dynamite in the fucking middle of the pond and shit.
Look, I'm taking the amateur night to all the clubs. We go here every day like we go to the dispensaries. You know,
getting all the free grab bags, nigga.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? At night, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna go out dancing with it, then she gonna crack 2 or 3 more. You know what I'm saying? So we got the whole house full. You know what I'm saying? While we bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Because it and that was stimulate the economy in my house.
I don't got nothing to do. Let me put this
I got the stimulus check right there.
The piranhas in the town.
We
peanuts are the home. Do not endorse.
Okay, this is not what you signed up for. You thought this was shit was something else, but she's not, and you really, really in love with her, and so like, I guess you walk away.
But so allegedly, allegedly,
wait. Let me say this first, Nick. I gotta say this to you, Shep. Right? even though Felicia was the one who led us to the conversation, right? You are kind of at a market disadvantage, right? All four of us,
man.
We are all of the same mind, same experience. We didn't walk motherfucking streets together, right? So it's kind of like loaded. It's really like, what do you think? Right. We all know what we think, right?
It's boiling down to, are there any good niggas in the world and where they at? Where the good niggas at and where they at? That's what it's boiling down to. That's what she going to. You feel me? All
Piranhas in the building.
They're all leading.
I just still feel like maybe you can talk to her and maybe that
they're leading.
It might not feel like maybe she thought
maybe
it was a lifestyle.
You know what maybe means?
She knows now that it's not the lifestyle that she want to live. So my thing is like, okay, so once you get it, can you like fall back from it?
Well,
it all depends on the individual.
I told you, she only on camera for 2 years messing with me.
Right. Nobody don't want to be doing no career for the rest of their life. You know, you always got a retirement plan. Right. You know, this one is just a little quicker.
Right.
So it's always in the cards. Now, whether it work out like that, kind of depend on the mentality and the discipline. You know what I'm saying?
The individual.
And
it's easy to go out there. Look, you can go out there and get $1,000 a night, right? And be saying that, you doing good, man. You making $365,000 a year doing whatever the fuck it is you're doing. That's good money. I don't give a fuck what you're doing. But what if your lifestyle is $1,100 a day? In the daytime, you spend $1,100, but at night you make $1,000. And that tends to be, coming from Nick Nass experience. That don't hear it twice. Oh my God. Nick been clone, y'all.
This nigga done cloned himself. This nigga said you on iPhone yourself.
Allegedly.
That's crazy.
Allegedly.
Well,
yeah, just got that over. Wow.
I'm gonna leave y'all to it, fellas, because I actually have to go. But I see y'all in good hands.
Okay.
Yes, man.
Right.
My apologies. I didn't mean to like piss in your Cheerios and shoot all your stars down, but it still depends on the nigga.
I've been breaking up, so
nah, man. We made sure that she
Felicia.
I kind of feel like y'all feel like really like
legal and health permits.
Girl mind on that.
Felicia Harris Joseph said, how can we have sex with a woman that's out there having sex with a bunch of dudes?
She's our executive producer, brother.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna answer the question.
Answer the question, brother.
I'm not, like really trying to have no sex with this woman. By the time she get home, she should be sexed out. And I should be counting out.
Sex.
That's the type of woman she introduced herself to me.
You have to respect the fact that she may be tired.
Right.
Absolutely.
If she wants some, I'm gonna give her.
Well, then I'm also gonna be there when she want to snuggle though too, right? That's
right. Exactly.
Job, right? If I'm stepping in as a manager, right? I got to manage everything. I can't just manage the money. I got to manage your emotions. I got to manage, you know what I'm saying? The fucking actual shit. We got to go shopping together now because now I'm thoroughly invested, right? Now, what the fuck
you are a superstar.
Jeans with a hole in the knee and all that shit. No, let's go shopping. Let's get you right. you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this
you want her
100%.
super
You ain't gonna
fly,
just we
but she
ain't
ain't
half
fly with
stepping with
me.
this bullshit.
Yeah, everything you need to succeed. God damn it, that's what we owe,
Yeah.
including a state of mind.
Shell gotta go,
All right.
and we went
All right,
over
Shell.
by 15 minutes, so we're gonna say bye to Shell, and I'm gonna end it out. See you later, babe.
Oh shit, it's a
See
time
you
limit.
later.
Bye
It's an
now.
hour generally.
I'll make sure I clear it up tomorrow.
So again, you guys, we have been live at 5/7 Central from the Piranha Pond. I am host Kingfish Mac. I've been joined today by my boys None Flyer, Nick Nass, my girl Nick Mo, and we had my nephew Young Rel. Young Rel is jump up in the pod with us. As I've said before, we got room for 10 people. Anybody ever want to jump in? All you need is a cool Wi-Fi connection, and I will send you the link. I want to thank everybody that's joined us today on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Join us again on the replays. Jump in the comments on the replays. Like, share, subscribe. Go over to YouTube.
Man, go over to YouTube. Let's get
Give
them
us a
up.
sub
Let's get
over at
them up.
YouTube. Click the notification bell if you've already done.
Love
so
you
get
guys.
Notifications.
Forever will be powered by y'all.
Right. We are powered by the people. We have been live at 5, and now we are